Meanwhile, Minsu and Sonjin sat together, enjoying their long-awaited date under the warm glow of the tent lights. Sonjin watched her as she ate, taking in every detail of her smile and the way her eyes sparkled when she was happy. In that moment, nothing else mattered to him but the simple truth that she was content and at peace beside him. Minsu, noticing his gaze, looked up at him and asked how the party had been. Sonjin hesitated for a moment, remembering everything that had happened, then brushed aside his thoughts and told her it had been fine, though his mind had been on her the entire time. He reached out, taking her hand in his, silently admitting how impossible it felt to spend even a few hours apart from her. He told himself he would rather she come with him next time, just to keep her close. Minsu held his hand in return, her eyes soft with affection, as she told him how glad she was that they could finally sit together like this again, just the two of them, after what felt like too long. Sonjin looked at her, his mind lingering on the phone he had left behind at the party. He wondered if he should tell her the truth now or let it go for tonight. Sensing his mind drifting elsewhere, Minsu asked gently if he was all right. Snapping out of his thoughts, Sonjin looked at her, ready to confess everything, until they were interrupted by the butler who appeared beside their table. The butler apologized for disturbing them and explained that someone wanted to see Sonjin. Sonjin, puzzled, asked if everything was all right and whether the baby had woken up. The butler assured him that the baby was still fast asleep, but insisted that someone had come by to see him. Before Sonjin could ask who it was, Arin stepped into the soft light of the tent. Both Sonjin and Minsu looked up at her in surprise as Arin apologized for visiting so late. She explained that Sonjin had forgotten his cell phone at the party, and she had decided to bring it over herself, knowing it might be important in case he received business calls. Minsu turned to Sonjin in confusion, asking how he could have forgotten something so important. Sonjin, his thoughts spinning, quickly said he must have left it on the table. Arin's gaze shifted to Minsu, and with a small, polite smile, she introduced herself by name, adding that the welcome party had been organized for her and that she and Sonjin were old acquaintances. Minsu, piecing everything together, realized that this was the woman she had read about, Sonjin's ex. She watched Arin closely, then offered her a polite smile in return, introducing herself as Sonjin's wife. Arin returned the smile, complimented Minsu's beauty, and suggested they should get together for a drink sometime. Sonjin, feeling an uncomfortable, looked at Arin and told her that she shouldn't have troubled herself to come all the way over, and that she could have simply sent someone with the phone. He thanked her and asked her to hand it to the butler instead. Arin, maintaining her pleasant smile, passed the phone to the butler and, with one last glance at the couple, apologized for disturbing them before following the butler out into the night. A tense silence settled over the tent as Sonjin turned to look at Minsu, who now sat with a distant, quiet expression that hadn't been there moments before. He asked if she was all right, but Minsu only nodded silently. Sonjin, realizing she was putting on a brave face, moved closer to her and tried to explain that he should have told her about the phone sooner and that he had planned to go back for it the next day. Minsu nodded again, her voice calm as she told him she understood, then slowly rose to her feet, saying she was going to check on the baby and stay with her for a while. Alarmed, Sonjin stood up quickly too and crossed the space between them, taking her hands in his as he tried to reassure her that she had nothing to worry about, that she was his wife and the only one who held his heart. Minsu looked at him steadily, her eyes hinting at an old, familiar hurt. She told him she was fine, but that she didn't want another painful drama like they had endured with Kim. With that, she slipped her hands from his, turned, and quietly walked away toward the house, leaving Sonjin standing there under the soft light of the tent. He watched her disappear into the darkness, and in that moment he knew he would have to draw a clear, unwavering boundary with Arin once and for all, to remind her that he was a married man now, and that some doors were never meant to open again.